The new podcast, In the Shadow of Princeton, starts as the matriarch of a prominent Princeton family is found stabbed to death in her locked basement. Investigators look from a serial attacker to her family to Princeton University students. One hot-blooded investigator sees a conspiracy. Is he way off base, or does privilege let you get away with murder? In the Shadow of Princeton is available wherever you get podcasts, or you can binge it ad-free by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify.
Welcome back, folks. It's Wednesday, October 30th, 2024. Born on this date in 1917, baseball player, manager, and executive Bobby Bragan of Birmingham. He managed the Braves for a 4-year stint, ending in their first season in Atlanta in 1966. And he was still working as a consultant with the Rangers in 2009, a year before he died in Texas. Today, let's talk about Amendment 1, a famous cruise ship, and local athletes in Pro Championship Series this month. I'm Mike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. If there's an area on our election ballots that requires extra and intentional examination, it has to be the statewide constitutional amendments. On most of the rest of the ballot, you recognize the names and certainly the parties, and you've had months or years to develop your impressions of the candidates. But the constitutional amendments don't come with name recognition. They're not exactly light reading, and they're often so local to somebody else's backyard that you wonder why they even let you weigh in on the decision. But when provisions in Alabama's considerable constitution restrict a locality from creating a certain local law, you have to amend the Constitution to override the restriction. See, merely passing state statute or local ordinance wouldn't change the Constitution. That's the case with the only amendment that's on the ballot this coming Tuesday. AL.com's John Sharp reports that the proposed amendment would allow the Franklin County school system to sell a big piece of land for development. That land is in Walker and Fayette counties. State Representative Jamie Keel, a Russellville Republican, said that proceeds from selling the land or revenue from leasing it will go to the Franklin County school system, and sales tax and property tax revenue going forward, of course, would go to Walker and Fayette counties. The most recent state report card indicates that 71% of Franklin County students are considered economically disadvantaged, meaning that they either participate in the free or reduced meal program or their parents don't have a high school diploma. The land is along I-22. Now, Keel wasn't afraid to make a real estate pitch either. Quote, "If Buc-ee's was looking for a West Alabama location, this would be that location." A renowned ocean liner's final destination will be on the Gulf of Mexico floor off the Destin-Fort Walton Beach coast. But first, reports AL.com's Heather Gann, the SS United States will spend time docked in Mobile. It's in Philadelphia now, and plans were for it to dock in Norfolk, Virginia, but officials in Okaloosa County, Florida, which bought the ship, changed that to Mobile over space, cost, and access to the big boat while it's docked. It'll be put to use as an artificial reef, believed to be the world's largest. The ship started its life as a secret Cold War troop transporter. According to the ship's conservancy, on its maiden voyage, the 990-foot vessel crossed the Atlantic in 3 days, 10 hours, and 40 minutes, which is still the transatlantic speed record. The ship was retired in 1969. Heather reported that among its passengers over the years were Presidents Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, and Clinton, obviously not all while they were in office, Marlon Brando, Coco Chanel, Sean Connery, Duke Ellington, Salvador Dali, Walt Disney, Judy Garland, Cary Grant, Bob Hope, Marilyn Monroe, and John Wayne. Well, a couple of Alabama natives have seen the pinnacle of their professional team sports this month. Last night, Clay Holmes of Slocum picked up a pitching win in relief in the New York Yankees' 11-4 win over the Los Angeles Dodgers, reports AL.com's Mark Inabinit. The win helped the Yankees avoid elimination in the best-of-7 World Series. The Dodgers are up 3-1. Game 5 is at 7:08 Alabama time tonight. Also, WBRC reports that Birmingham's Ramsey High School held a jersey retirement ceremony for Jalen Sherritt, a reserve guard for the New York Liberty, who won the WNBA championship on October 20th. Thank y'all so much for listening. We're going to be back here again tomorrow. Until then, y'all come on by and see what we're doing on the internet at AL.com.
Whoever said it's lonely at the top clearly wasn't an Alabama fan. I'm Ben Flanagan from AL.com, the host of Beat Everyone, a new podcast focused on the people, stories, and traditions that Bama fans care about. Beat Everyone is also your new home for Alabama radio legend Eli Gold.
Touchdown, Alabama!
Subscribe now to Beat Everyone on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.